following show is for entertainment purposes only and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of Empire Media LLC, its subsidiaries, affiliates, sponsors, and advertisers.
Welcome, everybody. The Majors Live, episode 285. Ha, that rhymes. Here on TMSNX Radio, themajors.net. I am Adam Hernandez.
You got to wait another 100 episodes to make the joke again.
I know. It's like Haley's Comet, man.
It comes at once every 2.1 years instead of what?
Is that what
50?
it is?
No. Based on our average, we'll get to another 100 episodes in about 2 years and a month.
Yeah, so see, we're fine.
Or well, 2.25 years, let's call it.
It's good. We're good.
Haley's Comet's what? Every 56? Yeah, I don't know.
Dorf's gonna go look it up now.
Better look this up.
Because we have a bunch of science people tuning into the show, wanting to know when Haley's Comet will be.
We don't?
75 to 76 years orbital period.
So we already saw Haley's Comet?
Probably for the last time of our lifetime, yeah.
Damn it.
I remember...
No, we're going to live to be 112 years old.
What was it? What's the Hellbop thing that the cult, that Heaven's Gate... Or was that Haley's Comet? I can't remember. Who cares?
I think that's Haley's Comet.
Hale-Bop Comet Cult?
Is that what it was?
There's
Heaven's Gate. I thought it was Heaven's Gate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Commonly known as Heaven's Gate. In 1997, let 38 followers commit suicide being
Shawn was thinking about
transported.
doing that.
What year was it?
With the
97.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that because I was only 11 years old and I already hated life.
He had his new Nike shoes ready to go. And
I did.
20-year anniversary was actually a couple days ago.
Yeah, and he was going to drink the Kool-Aid.
I was gonna say I don't even think I was able to get Nike shoes up where I'm from because
they didn't sell.
Yeah,
they only sell Carhartt up there.
Reebok.
Yeah, Red Wings shoes.
Dude, I got a pair of Red Wings boots. They're fucking awesome. They're like $250, but they're fucking awesome.
Tonight's show is sponsored by Red Wing Shoes, too, by the way.
Seriously, Red Wing, if you want to send us a check.
Red Wing Shoes. Just kidding. I don't have a pair. I don't want a pair.
Dude, they're awesome shoes.
They're awesome shoes, but they're so expensive. You think Jordans are expensive?
If you work on
these are like the Jordans of hillbillies work boots.
But if you like work outside and on your feet and stuff, that's what I got them was when I was doing warehouse work. They are so worth it.
Cool.
Yay.
Shawn wears them.
I actually don't.
Shawn wears them to kill innocent animals out in the woods.
Animals?
You've got leather shoes on.
These are synthetic, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, bro.
I have mesh shoes on.
I was trying to forget what kind of shoes I had on. Rather.
All right, you guys. We've got some stuff to get to tonight. Major League Baseball, I guess, started tomorrow, but nobody cares about what happened yesterday. It's Sunday, right?
Yeah. It's Sunday.
It's God's day, right?
Yeah, we've got Monday Night Baseball on right now, and it's just a fucking homer fest.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Ramirez. Sorry, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. That's like what, the 5th home run already?
Yeah.
Between the two teams.
Please, Texas beat
Corey Kluber's getting shelled.
Good. Tonight, though, we've got our fan question: has golf moved on from Tiger Woods, who will not be competing in the Masters? That starts this weekend, isn't it?
Yes. It's the 6th through the 10th.
And back issues again, holding out the Tiger Woods. Leading off tonight, though, we've got why these MLB contenders won't win the World Series. We look into our crystal ball, the horrible MLB edition. Stupid shit of the week, and we'll wrap everything up with the news tonight. But we'll go ahead and start things off tonight with why these MLB contenders won't win the World Series. Now, how many contenders do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 contenders.
And I think you left one off here.
Who?
Based on our last show, your hometown team is missing.
I don't want to put too many teams on here. If you want to put the Tigers on, we can. Do you want to put the Tigers on?
We'll see how long the first 10 take.
Okay. I want to ask both of you guys why these teams will not win the World Series, even though, like I said, they're listed as contenders. Fair enough to say that these teams are contenders.
I have no gripes with your list.
Okay, Shawn.
No, I
No, you don't want to add some obscure team in there, like I don't know,
Miami.
like Miami might make a run. Yeah, do you have a gut feeling about the Phillies or something like that?
What are your thoughts on the Twins? Ooh, the Rockies I've heard are quite good.
The Rockies I heard actually.
that's why I was just literally just about I kind of had like
that
thinking
was
about
kinda-
Colorado.
It's the Rockies.
I know,
though.
That was
that's
kind of a joke because Shawn has an irrational.
But
boner
no,
for them
their
usually.
offense is ridiculous good, but nobody wants to pitch in Colorado.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down the list. It's kind of in order here with division. So I guess we'll kind of start in the AL East. The Boston Red Sox. Why won't the Boston Red Sox win the World Series in 2017?
'Cause
Dorf, go.
All their pitchers seem to think that the DL is a great way to
Stay in shape.
stay in shape. Yeah, it's a great way to stay in shape. No, they got what? I think I said like 6 or 7 guys that would be on the major league roster on the pitching staff already on the DL, and oh, by the way, they haven't started yet. So
Wah, wah, wah.
No, I agree with Dorf 100% on that. And I don't think Rick Porcello is going to come close to even what he did last year.
and at the same time, David Price is hurt already, and he
Mhm.
wasn't good last year.
I'm like, Porcello didn't even pitch that good
Drew
today.
Pomeranz is hurt already.
Mhm.
Their bullpen is Craig Kimbrell's nice, but it's like, oh my
Yeah, they have
god,
nothing.
it's a desolate wasteland.
Joe
against him.
Kelly.
I'm Joe Kelly. I throw hard. That is my impression of Joe Kelly. I'm Joe Kelly. I throw hard. That's all I do. And
I can't hit strike zone.
Oh, by the way, Pablo Sandoval is our third baseman. If he can turn back into like the round mound of pound or something, I think that would be a welcomed addition to their lineup. But who are we kidding? He hasn't been good since he signed there. Woo-hoo!
Are we ready to move on?
I think so.
The Toronto Blue Jays. Why won't the Toronto Blue Jays win the World Series in 2017?
Believe it or not, I think their offense has taken a huge step back.
Mhm.
And you know what? They didn't add on the pitching side of things to make up for the reduction in offense. They're not going to be able to slug their way past people in the regular season. Now, unfortunately, there's no reason to throw Jose Bautista a strike. There's no protection for him anymore.
Yeah, they got Morales and Tulowitzki behind him.
I'll take either of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
I would rather pitch either.
As much as I'm a huge fan of Troy Tulowitzki,
Yeah, another one of your
I would
rational-
I'd rather face him than Jose Bautista.
Oh wait, that's because Troy's going to be on the disabled list in about
Yes.
2 weeks. Ah, yeah, not enough offense. Believe it or not.
Shawn, anything else to add?
Nope.
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 The Cleveland.
The Cleveland
The
Clevelands.
Cleveland's.
The Cleveland baseball team. I mean, I don't think that they did enough. Now, the addition of Edwin Encarnacion is obviously nice, but honestly, what he's replacing,
It's nice. He's being their full-time first. I mean, like,
what he's replacing. What do you think about it? What you got from Mike Napoli last year was 34 dingers and 101 RBIs.
And I think
Encarnacion was like 40 dingers
and to be honest, I think their
110.
defense got worse at the position
And their
because
well-
Napoli, I think, was better at first base than
Santana should be playing first base.
Yeah,
full-time
but it's
anyway.
not going to happen.
I don't know why they don't do
Yeah.
that. Carlos Santana is a better first baseman than
Mhm.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Oh, for sure.
But whatever. And I don't think their pitching is as good as
No,
everybody
is it
else's
after
is.
Kluber and then it would be
Kluber's getting a
yeah,
shell.
and then it goes would it be Salazar and then
Salazar,
Carrasco.
Carrasco.
And then I'm not scared. I'm not even scared of either one of those. And Salazar has to stay healthy. And then the thing is, you got to get to Miller and
Trevor Bauer.
you got to get to Miller and Allen. Between that,
You got Trevor Bauer, Josh Tomlin as well.
yeah, I'm not scared of that.
Lack of a left-handed starter, especially against the I don't think that bodes well for them.
Mm-mm.
Well, it seems like we're moving through this pretty well, so I'll go ahead. I'll add the Detroit Tigers since they were one of my division
Omissions.
winners.
You do have the winning division. because they're old.
Well, kind of like what we said in our last show on
Yeah, our Motor City and cut
Yeah.
there. I believe my reason that they wouldn't make it is because their manager's an oaf.
and I went for injuries. I think injuries is a huge thing. Obviously, they are getting up. Most of their team is up there in age. There's a lot of young guys, but
Yeah,
the
but
thing
their
is,
their prime players aren't the
right.
young
And then
ones.
when you lose somebody, say like a Miguel Cabrera, or like right now, especially with Detroit losing JD Martinez for 3 weeks, that hurts them quite a bit, and injuries will hurt that team the most.
All right. Moving to the AL West, the Houston Astros.
Like what Dorf and I said in the Sandlot report, starting pitching is what is going to stop them. Obviously, the offense is a freaking
their offense is going to be second to none.
Yeah, their offense is going to hit like 500 home runs again, but have kind of a mediocre batting average. But that starting pitching is just going to hurt them the most, and their bullpen's pretty good, but they need starting pitching.
Oh my boy!
Yeah, Dallas Keuchel's going to have to be amazing. Like 2014 he won the Cy Young. He's going to have to be that good again.
Was it? I thought it was 2015.
Was it 15?
Yeah, I think
15.
It was 15.
Yeah,
Last year,
right.
last year he didn't do so
You're
great.
right.
Yeah.
15. So he's going to have to be that good again, and
Yeah.
McCullers is going to have to make 30 starts, and I don't think he can do that because
No.
he's a little guy with really high arm speed. Those guys' elbows tend to go.
Yep.
I'm seeing people talk up Seattle, so we'll go ahead and add them into this list as well. Why won't Seattle win the World Series in 2017?
Rotation.
Mhm.
Felix Hernandez coming off an injury. Outside of that, I mean, they did trade Taiwan Walker in the offseason. I'm just kind of unimpressed. Sashi Okuma.
Anything, Shawn?
No, I agree. The pitching is, besides Hernandez, you have nothing for pitching wise. There's literally nothing. You have Casey Fiend in your bullpen. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that name in years.
He was on the Twins. Like he was like the best reliever on the
And
Twins. In
you look at
2014.
the only other person you could say will be in that starting rotation when he comes back from DL that would have some slight of advantage to help out is Drew Smiley, but he's on the DL right now, and
6 to 8 weeks.
What's his problem?
Strained elbow.
Ooh.
Lat
I know.
strain actually.
yeah, and that could be leading to something else. So,
Uh-oh.
but
Yeah,
other
and
than
his first name is Tommy. His last name is John.
So
so
making a trip to see Dr. James Andrews here pretty soon.
more than likely,
All right, moving to the National League, the New York Mets.
Not enough offense.
Mhm.
You've got a lot of nice players. They've got too many outfielders and not enough places to put them, and their infield doesn't hit well enough to make up for that. Starting pitching is going to be elite, or probably the best, rotation in baseball. But
That rotation
the
is
bullpen,
really
is the bullpen is just kind of. I mean,
Shawn?
no, the starting rotation is going to be huge. They were actually my pick for the World Series last year.
came close, man.
I know. And the thing is, they have so much experience on that team, but there's not like you said, Dorf. The infield is kind of like up in the air a little bit, but you still have that power. You have clutch guys like Granderson. You have Jay Bruce. Now you're gonna have Jay Bruce for a full season now. So see what he can do with this like
Chambers should be playing first base.
Yes, but then where would you put Duda?
On the bench.
Really? I don't know, but
He's gonna be on the disabled list in 2 weeks.
probably that's another thing with the team. They are injury prone.
Curtis Granderson has no business being an everyday center field.
No, but he has to with has Cespedes out in left field and then Jay Bruce in right field. Where are you gonna put him?
By the way, you need to put Michael Conforto somewhere. So
Yeah,
If the Mets are looking for offense, it may be
This kid is
he's a gamer.
He's
He's
a
a-
baller. He's a playmaker and a shot caller. In case you didn't
Know what they
I got
should
T-Bone.
do?
He shatters them all, and all he does is win. All he does is win games. I got T-Bone. He shatters them all, and all he does is win. All he does is unleash.
Tell T-Bone, let him go.
It's time.
Turn him loose.
Let it play.
On Sunday.
Unleash him.
Know what they should do?
Why don't they just let him play?
Or you know what they should do?
Let him go strike out a bunch
You know
of
what they
low A
should
ball.
do
What?
to give that momentum and stuff? Let's have him as the third base coach. Imagine having
Best
him,
option. I think that's my game.
and he could be doing.
He's got such a slow trigger finger. It'd be one of those. What do you want me to do, Coach?
Just do the kneel, the forgo. Let's go. You can do it. You know how awesome that would be if he was the third base coach. All of a sudden, you just see Tim Tebow just walking out as a third base coach, and everybody's like, "What is?"
Dude is jacked.
Oh god,
He's 255 pounds
Mhm.
of solid muscle. 255 pounders don't play baseball, man.
Tim Tebow does.
Yeah,
Play
Tim Tebow
fucking
does.
defensive end.
Okay.
What about Evan Gaddis is about that size, but he has a gut.
Is he really that big?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Evan Gaddis is.
Evan Kenneth.
I mean, like you got like Aaron Judge is that big, but Evan Gaddis is listed to 6'4", 270. So fair enough.
How? Wait. Wait. Tim Tebow's 250.
I believe he was listed at 255.
And how tall?
6'3".
Big guy.
Yeah,
What's Cabrera listed at?
Cabrera's like 6'4".
6'4", 240.
Yeah.
Is what he's listed at. He's
What's
probably every bit of 280.
What's Bartolo Colon listed at?
6'2", 270 of beer gut.
I want to see that. All right, let's take a guess. What is Bartolo?
I'm saying okay,
listed at?
6'2". I'm going 6'2".
Well, I'm not really worried about
weight-wise?
weight.
I'm going 245.
Bartolo Colon.
Yeah.
280.
I'm gonna go 275. 285.
Dang, I was way off.
5'11", 285.
5'11". Holy
You know what? That's another.
He's got a triple chin in the team photo.
That's a jersey I want to get. I want to get a Bartolo.
So
Colon.
how? Wait, he's 5'11",
85.
285. Okay, so he weighs 30 pounds more than me.
Don't you kind of want to get a Bartolo Colon Braves jersey?
I really want one now. I really do. I really do.
Oh my god, we'll have a little Bartolo Colon later on in the
I'm
show.
totally looking up how much those cost.
All right, moving along. The Washington Nationals. Wait, no, because they don't have Tim Tebow. But why won't they win the World Series? this year?
Washington, because they fucked around with the back end of their bullpen and entrusted it to a unreliable rookie. Well, Blake Tenian's not a rookie, but an unproven guy, and which will cost them games, and they won't be able to get somebody of quality in the middle of the season to kind of be that fireman, put out the fire.
Shawnee Poo.
I part of it is the bullpen, but I think after Scherzer and Strasburg, nothing.
Gio Gonzalez is pretty okay.
Yeah, like 6 years ago.
It's been pretty okay.
Do they still have Levon Hernandez?
That would be awesome.
No, I think Levon Hernandez.
But that offense that they have is gonna. Oh my gosh, that offense is gonna be really good too. So I think that offense is gonna carry the team a lot. But I just think lack of starting pitching is gonna hurt them.
All right. The defending world champion Chicago Cubs. That's kind of weird to say.
because no one ever repeats.
That's it.
Tanner Roark is pretty good. You're forgetting about him too. Joe Ross isn't terrible either.
For going to the Cubs, I think Arrieta's kind of decreasing. I think that's
John Lester's a year older.
Mm-hmm. Hendricks, I don't know. I'm like if he might just
Doesn't miss any bats.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That'll catch up to him.
Mm-hmm. And John Lackey, I don't think is going to do as good as he did last year. But who knows? Some people get better as age goes on. But the offense is going to be better. Defense is going to kind of slack down a little bit because they lost Fowler and they have Schwarber out in left field now.
That's so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Cubs should have done the right thing at the end of last offseason. They should have traded Kyle Schwarber.
They should have, and then they could have put Zobrist out in left field.
They're getting a
It's their
shit
first
ton in
baseman.
return from the Yankees in that deal,
Yeah.
weren't they?
Oh, they could have.
Yeah, and then you could put Zobrist out in left field, and then Baez can be actually starting at second base.
Yeah, you can play Baez every day at second base. You can play You've already got like 2 outfield prospects that should be in the show already.
Mhm.
Then you can play Hayward every day in right. You can play Almora in center and Zobrist in left and be very good offensively and defensively. Now, Schwarber is going to be one of the better offensive players in all of baseball, but he's just such a defensive lineman.
Mhm.
Their depth Isn't that the reason why they're able to let Dexter Fowler go?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is with Schwarber, like he's an everyday.
They let him go twice. You got to realize that because they let him sign with the Orioles before he walked away at the signing table
Mhm.
when the Orioles pulled a classic Orioles move and tried to throw something in bad faith at the last second. I mean, he left twice. They've let him go twice without a fight. Here you go.
Moving along, the St. Louis Cardinals, Dorf's favorite team.
Mike Matheny is a boob.
Aw.
Next question.
Poor Mike Matheny.
I
man.
know, right?
He's
man?
an
You-
idiot.
You have some hate on
He's an
him.
idiot.
He's an absolute buffoon. Doesn't know how
Oh,
to-
God help us.
doesn't know how to
God
manage a
help us,
staff.
Jesus. God and baby Jesus help
Isn't it
us.
funny that he's ripping on him and the Cardinals? But what T-shirt is he wearing right now?
I am wearing a Matt.
Because he's a big Cardinals fan,
I am wearing
and-
an Adam Wainwright shirt.
and he can't stand to see his team be held back by Mike Matheny. That's the problem we have here. Do you have a problem with,
Mike Matheny.
with Brad Osmus?
Mike Matheny is one
No,
of
I
those
love
guys.
Brad Osmus.
Mike Matheny is Mike Matheny is the poster child for the reason that
Say
baseball
that with
needs
a
to be
straight
made fun
face.
again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Mike Matheny hates fun and makes irrational decisions with his bullpen. That's all.
So Mike Matheny. Shawn, anything?
No, not really.
Just Mike Matheny? You're going to
Yeah.
go with that?
Yeah,
You have no strong feelings on the Cardinals.
no.
How about the San Francisco Giants? When won't the San Francisco Giants win the World Series? in
It's an
27?
even year. They're going to win the World
Yeah.
Series.
That is true.
Oh, wait, no, it's an odd year. Sorry.
Yeah, so they won't. You could. This kind of goes back, saying bullpen's okay, starting rotation's okay. If you took the starting rotation that the Giants have right now, and you say you could go back like 4 or 5 years, this rotation would be phenomenal. But it's just, Bumgarner obviously is a freaking beast and a god right now, and then Cueto, he's up and down. Matt Moore. If it was Matt Moore from his early years in Tampa Bay,
He's been better. No, Matt Moore, now that he's not trying to just blow it past everybody, Matt Moore now is better than Matt Moore before.
And then you look at Jeff Samardzija.
He's a 4. Who cares?
Yeah. And then
Matt Cain's a
the-
5.
Yeah,
Who
you
cares?
round out Matt
God,
Cain.
Matt Cain's a 5.
Yeah, and just imagine like if you go back 4 or 5 years ago, imagine when him and Tim Lincecum and Matt Cain were running the Giants, like
Tim-
it was.
Is Tim Lincecum still in the league?
I don't.
sir.
No, yeah, I don't
No,
think
he's
so.
not.
My boy's gone.
He's smoking weed somewhere.
Yeah, and skating, trying to get into the All Star game, and security's not letting him in. You remember that?
He's just a skater
When
boy.
he was it 5 years ago when he was starting for the All Star game, the security wouldn't let him in because they thought he was some punk skater kid. They really didn't let him in, so he had to call the manager, like, "Hey, I can't get in. Security's not letting me in."
Like, cut your hair, and we'll let you in.
But the thing is, they showed a picture of him.
Goddamn
He did look
ruffian.
like a punk skater kid. He had a beanie on with his long hair, and he was just wearing a hoodie and some shorts.
Probably reeked of reefer.
Uh.
Anything else to add? Dorf.
I mean, it's an odd year. It's not going to happen.
Oh, okay. The Los Angeles,
They're not going to make the playoffs because it's an odd year.
the Los Angeles Dodgers. Why aren't they going to win the World Series?
Politics of lineup making.
Because Scott Casimir's not healthy.
Of course he's not.
Politics of lineup making. Explain.
Because there's too many big contracts that need to be managed. They will not consistently put the best 9 guys on the diamond.
Am I somebody that's not totally enamored too with their rotation beyond Clayton Kershaw?
No,
Tomato's pretty good.
he's okay. And then Rich Hill's he's not going to do what he
If
did.
he's okay, if he's healthy,
Yeah.
I mean that curveball's nasty. But then
Mhm.
you got Brandon McCarthy and Hyun-Jin Ryu, who's thrown
Yeah.
like 1 start. in
What's
2
going on
years.
with Urias this year?
He did not make the team.
Yeah.
Did not make the team.
They sent him to the minors.
He pitched in the World Baseball Classic.
Yes, he
too.
did.
Mhm.
For Mexico? Was it Mexico?
yes.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yepers.
Anyways, anything else to add, you guys?
Kid is only 20 years old.
Yeah, he's got that awesome pickoff move that's illegal too.
as fuck. he still gets away with.
They gets called like traveling in basketball.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look awkward, so fuck it, let it roll.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get to bitches and badasses this week. Starting off with our badasses. Let's see, what are we gonna go with this week? Bad signal. Ooh, I kind of like it. No,
I like it.
no. How
No.
about bell ringing?
Hey,
No,
we had 2 out of 3 votes. Let's keep it.
better.
Better.
Okay, we'll go with this one. Dorf, badass.
Mad Bum! Madison Bumgarner, not only with a fine quality start to open the season, but hitting 2 dingers, 400 plus feet on opening day. Rougned Odor would not be outdone. Said, I am not going to let a pitcher lead the league in homers. He has also hit 2 on opening day as well.
Shawn.
I am actually going to go with Bryce Harper as he hit another opening day home run. And
5 straight years.
yes, 5 consecutive years of a home run on opening day and has the record for what, a 22-year-old?
He's 25.
Is he 25? Oh man, see, I'm so off on age. But still, I'm like, that's pretty darn impressive.
Nice.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with Mississippi State, the women's basketball team, ending UConn's 111 game winning streak.
That was actually pretty cool.
I believe the last time they lost was like in November of 2014
Mhm.
against Stanford. So, congratulations to them. I think they ended up losing.
Yeah,
the
they
women's
lost-
tournament. Did they lose
yeah,
to South Carolina?
yeah,
I think
but-
it was.
Yeah, South Carolina's first title. Even it was a close game too. You know, I'm like, it's kind of nice to see.
Look
that.
at us talking women's basketball.
I know.
That's great.
Yeah.
We're diverse.
Very diverse.
Mhm.
Look at Shawn too. It looks like he was like, he's taking notes on the game.
Funny,
and-
the funny
It's
thing
our
is,
mandatory affirmative action
the
segment.
funny thing is, I almost went with Mississippi State.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I almost did, but that was like, you know what? I kind of had a feeling you were gonna go for it, so I went with Bryce Harper because it was another. He basically broke a record.
I've got an honorable mention too to the Undertaker. Undertaker looks like he's
I miss you.
retiring. What is he like 25-2 in WrestleManias?
Yeah, and he's like what 70 years old.
Something like that. My God, if there wasn't a more intimidating entrance in
Yeah.
all of professional wrestling, it was the Undertaker, man. The Undertaker.
Mhm.
Looks like he's gonna be hanging it up as Dorf gets disgusted.
He's like,
because it's pro wrestling.
not real sports.
It is.
Might as well start talking cheerleading.
Anyways,
He is actually only 52 years old.
hey man, he's taking a lot of bumps though.
Yes.
Moving along to where's my banjo at? Damn it! I can't find it. Am I missing it?
No.
Oh, there it is. Roll banjo. There we go. All right, bitches. Dorf, go ahead. Dorf, go ahead.
All right, my bitch this week is going to be the Oregon Ducks men's basketball team. Guys, rebound, and you actually have a chance to win your game. Don't let the guy from North Carolina, single rebounder from North Carolina, out-rebound 4 of you. Not to say that you would sink the necessary buzzer beater to tie in or take the lead in that game. But yeah, rebound and then worry about that later.
I'm gonna.
That was. I'm sorry, Shawn. Just one
Okay.
last thing. That was horrible.
That was pretty.
That
bad.
was
That game
horrible.
was.
You could have argued for an offensive foul on forget his name from Meeks.
Kennedy. Oh,
Kennedy Meeks from Carolina. There, you could argue for an offensive foul, but
North Carolina.
that's
Yeah.
yes. I guess I do have to specify because
Yeah.
both Carolinas
Yeah.
did make it to that far.
See,
but
that makes being a U of M fan watching that game and losing to the Ducks by 1 and seeing how bad the Ducks did in that game makes me feel even worse.
hey, they were
because-
in it.
I know. I'm like, even though because it's like, man, Michigan should have beat the Ducks after watching that game. I'm like, wow.
Rebound, guys.
Mhm.
I know it's not fashionable, but it's kind of necessary.
Sorry, I still don't have a whole lot of respect for West Coast basketball too in college. Sorry.
Watch, Gonzaga's gonna get blown out tonight.
I hope they do. I really
Doesn't
hope
that
they
come out
do.
at 10 o'clock tonight?
9:20.
9:20. Jeez.
I'll be over at midnight.
Yeah.
Shawn, go ahead.
I'm actually gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones for not getting rid of Tony Romo yet, which they're probably not going to. And I'm gonna laugh so hard when Tony Romo's gonna be the backup quarterback still next year.
They can't afford to keep him because they'll be over the salary cap. They have to dump him before the first mandatory cut date. But to Jerry Jones' credit, he is allowing
teams to talk to
He's
him,
allowing
but
teams to.
it's just like nobody's gonna
collude.
want him. That's the thing.
Houston want. Well, you know what? There's plenty of teams in the National Football League that need a quarterback.
But are they?
Tony Romo is better than what they currently have.
Is he better in Houston?
Absolutely.
Denver?
Debatable.
Yeah.
Cleveland?
Absolutely.
Jets?
Yep.
Jacksonville?
Depends on what
But
you
only
think of
two of
Blake
those
Bortles.
teams that you.
LA?
But
Yep.
but look at it. Only two of those teams you just said are contenders. So who are even going to go after him? Is Texas and Denver.
Okay, but if Tony Romo wants to play,
He doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily
he's-
get to pick.
he's got a spot.
Right, but I'm saying the other teams are going to have to want to go for him too. That's what I'm
What
saying.
about San Francisco?
That's another one.
Possible.
I mean, you don't necessarily need to be a contender, though. You could be a team going to, looking for a guy that could help develop some of their younger talent or their younger quarterback and be that bridge to that next era.
But see, I don't think Tony Romo's that guy.
Why not?
I just don't think he's that guy who could do that now. Maybe
Guy who's been in the league a long time, has had some success.
yeah, but the
You just don't like Tony Romo.
I'm like, I don't.
What do injuries have to do with it?
He's staying on the field and doing what they want him to do.
Yeah, but staying healthy has nothing to do with helping develop a young quarterback.
Yeah, but you want to bring this guy into play so you can teach him and so the younger guys can see what he can do on the field. But if he can't stay on the field,
Okay.
how he's one hit away from a career-ending injury.
Okay.
So is everybody else.
Tony,
But he is even more of a higher risk. Than anybody else.
Tony Romo. I mean, to be fair, the injuries that Tony Romo has sustained, he's gotten hammered in those injuries.
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
we're talking linemen falling and snapping his collarbone in half. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? That could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Tony Romo's made of glass or he has osteoporosis or something like that.
Looks like it to
Or
me.
does he? Or does he?
Maybe he is Sally Field. Anyways, you guys want to know who my bitch is this week?
Yes,
Not really. But go
You know,
ahead.
I do.
I'm going with an old favorite here. Penn State trustee Albert Lord. This comes from last week. Who wrote in an email to the Chronicle of Higher Education. He said, quote, "Do not understand why they were so prominent in trial. As you learned, Graham Spanier never knew Sandusky abused anyone." Basically, he goes on to say that he's running out of sympathy for 35-year-old so-called victims. Now, that running out of sympathy goes to more so towards, what is it? Deadspins here has, Lord doesn't specify who these so-called victims are, but in this instance, it's likely that is referring to Mike McQueary, that is, who is 42 and won $12.27 million in damages from Penn State for wrongful termination, defamation, and improperly handling a whistleblower. Now, when your school has been busted for being an enabler of a serial child rapist, wouldn't the best thing to do if you have any association with this school whatsoever is to just shut up when it comes to anything and everything that has to do
Shut
coming
your mouth.
back to
Shut
Yes.
your mouth.
I mean, wouldn't that be the
It's
best
coming
thing
across
to do?
stupid.
Yeah, not going out here and saying shit like this to a paper that is going to
Is it Pam or Pan?
Yeah, I mean,
Pam? Pam?
This is dumb.
Pam.
Penn State people continue to baffle me regarding this whole thing. Whether it's continuing to defend Joe Paterno or make up excuses on how this was handled, or this guy here continuing to make something of a guy who, yeah, he did blow the whistle on it. He won a bunch of money, but you know what? At least somebody said something about it. At least somebody was bringing it to the forefront. It was a hell of a lot more than what Joe Paterno seemed to do over the years. And I'm not even saying Mike McQueary did the right thing. He should have spoken up earlier, but at least somewhere down the line he did speak up about it and not turn a blind eye to it because, you know what, he was part of a football team and he had a football team to run. But again, like I'm saying, I don't even think he did enough. Anyways, moving along. What do we got next? we've got our MLB, the horrible MLB division for our crystal ball. And kind of piggybacking off of why certain teams won't be World Series contenders, like we talked about earlier in the show. 4 different questions here. Look in your crystal ball, you guys. First up, which contender will be the biggest disappointment this season?
Which contender will be the biggest disappointment this season?
It doesn't have to be off that list, too. If you guys are having.
The Cleveland Indians.
Why?
The Windians used up all their magic tricks last year.
Okay.
I don't think they're that great of a team. Just the eyeball test. They're better on paper than I will give them credit for in the eyeball test. And you know what? You're not going to go, 16-2 against the best competition in your division again, which means you're a pretty fucking average baseball team.
Shawn?
I'm actually gonna go with the Texas Rangers.
Ruh-roh.
Okay. You didn't list them as a contender earlier, but go ahead.
I think they're gonna win that division for sure. But I think we've been saying it all night. Pitching, they're hitting. Obviously, we're watching this game right here. Texas hitting is gonna be phenomenal this year, but I just don't think they have the pitching to do that. And I actually kind of do like, the Rangers. You look at the starting pitching. You have Cole Hamels, obviously. He's been phenomenal most of his year. They have Darvish, obviously got trouble last year. Injury hurt himself last year too. But I just don't. It's just a lack of pitching there. But like that team still is going to win that division. But they're just not. I don't think they're going to make it past the first round.
Is it me or is you Darvish a guy that's never going to get a team over the hump?
He strikes a lot of people out,
but he's not that. He's not that go-to guy. I'm like he's not that dominant ace. That's why like with them getting Cole Hamels last year was a huge plus for them to do that.
It seems like on a real contending team, it'd be like what a 2 or a 3.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what he's now.
Yeah.
I'm like he's behind Hamels now.
Starting opening day though.
That's true.
Okay. Will anyone challenge the Padres as the worst team in baseball?
Yes, Chicago White Sox.
Ooh, but they're not going to be sellers, or they're not rebuilding.
No, they plan on winning baseball games this year. Just ask their front office.
Well, I would hope that every team would plan on winning baseball teams this year. When you think about it, that's not.
They're not quite Philadelphia 76ers level of trust the process.
You know what? That's actually not a really good outlook to have. I mean, when you really look at it, yeah. Well, we're planning on winning some baseball games this year.
Planning on competing, I believe, is their
Oh, okay. Shawn?
Atlanta Braves.
They got too many. They went and spent on too many veterans. I don't think they're going to be bad, but they're not going to be that bad.
I think they're going to be that bad.
And
Really?
Bartolo Colon.
And R.A. Dickey.
And R.A. Dickey. And R.A. Dickey has that beard, too, Shawn.
I know, that's pretty cool, though.
Soup catcher.
Like Shawn. Look at Shawn's, too. Shawn, is Shawn sticking out a little bit more?
I don't know. I don't take notes on Shawn's beard
I've
sticky-outiness.
got my notes right here. And
March 13th, Shawn's beard was kind of prickly today.
yeah, according to my notes,
I didn't give you a big enough rug burn today, so.
Gross.
Excuse me.
All right, who will the first manager? Who's going to be the first manager to get the axe this year?
I'm gonna go Mike Matheny.
You hate Mike Matheny.
I do not like Mike Matheny. And the worst part is, I don't think the Cardinals would necessarily be bad. Just the way he's handled the too many controversies that he had in spring training already just proves that he already has he doesn't have the locker room already. And you know what? Winning does cure all, but I think the buffoonish handling of things in game, I think will finally get John Mozeliak to be like, you know what? We can find somebody better to do this.
You blame Tony La Russa for this whole Mike Matheny thing?
No. Tony La Russa is so far removed from the Cardinals.
Wasn't he handpicked by him, though?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Shawn?
Hear laugh at this, but you might be up in the air. I don't really see much teams really besides the Padres being so bad, and there's a few teams that I can think of that are competing, But the one manager I think will be the first one to get fired if the team doesn't come out is Brad Osmus.
If the team doesn't compete.
Yes, I really think Brad Osmus. Because like we talked about before in our previous shows, that that team has so much talent, but a lot of it's older guys and now too. But we said previous years that they only had a couple years left to advance to the playoffs and do the World Series one last time. And I'm on the border right now where it's like,
Okay, first week of June, the Tigers are 500. Is Brad Osmus still the manager of this team
first
or the Tigers?
First week of June.
First week of June. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think at the time still. If now say
Unless, of course, like Cleveland.
Five games under 500 is Brad Osmus
First week
still
of June.
First week of June.
I
5
think
games,
that's my cutoff.
Yeah.
I think he would still be there.
anything higher
but
than that,
anything worse than that.
yeah, worse that he's out the door.
Okay. All right. Finally, will Ian Desmond's contract prove to be the worst in baseball? 5 years, $70 million.
Absolutely fucking not.
No.
There's this guy named Pablo. He plays third base for the Red Sox.
According to Fangraphs, Ian Desmond's
And there's
contract
also this
is-
guy named Jonathan Singleton who got an extension before ever playing an MLB game. And, oh, by the way, is still getting paid to play in AAA, multiple millions of dollars. There's also this other guy. There's two other guys. They all happen to play for the Boston Red Sox organization. One name is Alan Craig and the other is Rusney Castillo. Now, Alan Craig's contract is not the fault of the Boston Red Sox organization. They did acquire him via trade. But they've got two $30 million guys playing ball at AAA.
All right. Shawn?
Yeah. I can't think of anybody else really off the top of my head besides
I
some
think
of the
Dorf
guys.
has named everybody.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to think, and I'm like, man,
Andre Ether's a pretty turd sandwich too. And oh, by the way, the Blue Jays just paid BJ Upton, or excuse me, Melvin,
Yeah.
$16 million to go away. So
Why can't they just go by BJ Upton?
yeah.
it's Melvin.
Beeger Upton?
Hmm. Yeah,
Maybe that's why he doesn't go by BJ Upton.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. No, I really can't think of anybody else that I can think of.
And the
That
Tigers aren't willing to go Upton here, Upton there with Melvin.
Because they saw how well that worked out in Atlanta.
All right. Anything else, you guys? No? Done looking at our crystal balls? All right. We'll go ahead and put it away. Put your crystal balls away, you guys. I'm serious.
I'm
Put it away.
Okay, excuse me. Zip.
once you're done with it, I will.
Rugburn joke. Yeah,
I like
the giggity going like 3 times.
No.
Okay. Stupid shit of the week this week, you guys, is I'm not going with the headline here that Arkansas fans no longer allowed to bring guns into stadiums. I'm going with the headline. What was the
Arkansas fans
previous
were allowed to bring guns?
Yeah.
the previous week where it was talked about allowing Arkansas fans to bring guns into the stadiums. And the Arkansas, again, another article from Deadspin, go figure. The Arkansas House of Representatives passed the SB 724 bill this afternoon with a 71-20 vote. The vote came a week after Governor Asa Hutchinson signed HB House Bill 1249 into law, which would have allowed concealed carry in places such as government buildings, bars, and college campuses. The initial bill was so obviously stupid that SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey released a statement decrying the bill, and it's quite lengthy, so go find it on Deadspin.
I mean, if you've ever seen any of those fights from the drunk NFL fans up in the stands, that's the perfect reason why not. I'm a very big Second Amendment guy, and I even realized that
You're a big Second Amendment guy?
Yes, I am. I'm very constitutional.
You're a constitutional conservative?
Yeah, one could say that. But the amount of booze served, plus
But not at a college game. Not inside.
yeah, that's true. The amount of booze that's
Served
either
outside?
smuggled in or drank in the pregame, plus the how people take these as like, you insult my team, you insult me personally type scenarios. Probably a good idea to not have firearms be involved.
You know what? I'm for the Second Amendment too, but I'm also for letting police officers do their jobs in this aspect. I think something like this would be a huge hindrance on law enforcement being able to keep the peace at games like this. And you're right.
Fair enough, yeah.
And you're right, Dorf. You do see these videos on YouTube of fights breaking out.
And here's
at
the other
NFL
thing:
games and
if you
college
really
games.
want to be armed to the teeth at all times, and you know what, then don't go. Watch from home.
Yeah.
This is a privilege. You aren't automatically granted entrance to somebody else's property. I don't care if it's technically publicly held. If you don't like it, stay home.
Yeah.
You don't have to go. You can make an argument somewhat about concealed carry at schools or government buildings. I could get that because you know what? That is not a voluntary association, but there is nowhere. It is not an American right guaranteed by the Constitution for you to attend a college football game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sean? Well, you're from up north, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's
Oh,
normal.
what do you mean you can't carry guns
Yeah,
inside of
what
a
are you talking about
stadium?
here? As I'm walking in with a bottle of moonshine with me.
Back in my day,
Back in Oscada,
that's Oscoder.
Oscoder.
Hey, Pudge is behind the plate there at that game. He looks very fat and he has a really shitty beard or a little mustache thing going on.
Really?
I wonder if they'll pan back to him.
Back in Oscoder, did you guys used to bring guns?
We used to go out and just shoot shit behind the barn after school. There he is.
Did you shoot shit at behind the football stadium before games in Oscoder?
We did it in the parking lot. What are you talking-
Yeah, one of the guys just got his clay pigeon launcher out and we just shot some shit out of the sky. It was fucking awesome.
Don't talk to my
clay
cousin
pigeon. I thought
/ sister like that. I've got my.
I'm here to protect her honor.
I've got my daddy's rifle in the car or the truck.
We had
Is she right-
shotguns and rifles.
You see right there, it's on the gun rack. No, not that one, the one below it. The one above it's mine. Sorry, Shawn.
No, it's true. I'm kidding.
Oh man. Anyways, let's go ahead and close things out with the news tonight.
God, we've offended so many potential people.
It's okay. It's okay though.
They're just rednecks. They don't have feelings.
Are we gonna do the fan question?
Oh yeah, the fan question. Good call, Sean, because I
Yeah.
was excited about this one.
I am too. I was like, wait, when you said that, I was like, wait, are we? I'm like, we didn't do the fan question.
See, you know what? This is us moving on from Tiger Woods, though, much like golf is doing. Go ahead, Sean.
I don't think they're ever gonna move on from Tiger Woods.
Oh, fuck.
No.
My thought was when you first read that question / when I first saw it today, it hasn't happened already?
No,
Thought it had.
that's what I'm getting. I'm like, you would figure it would happen by now, but it's Tiger Woods. It's never gonna go away. He has video games named after him. He has
Not
like,
anymore.
well, he did, and he was like one of the youngest players to ever win a PGA tournament before
Not
too.
anymore.
I know, but I'm just
Still
saying.
got the accent going. That's hilarious.
I know. But no, he's always gonna go down in golf history as being like one of the best players to ever play the game.
Sure.
And who knows? You know, he could be going through all these injuries and stuff like that. Maybe he'll retire. 20 years down the road, he can come back and still be good. You know, I'm like, Tiger's never gonna go away from golf.
What in the Legends Tour?
Yes, but there's no way Tiger Woods' name's ever gonna go away from PGA Tour.
I'm not
golf.
saying it's gonna go
Yeah.
away, like they're gonna forget about it, but I think golf, in a sense, has moved on from.
Well, no, yeah, they have moved on to a certain extent because obviously all
that was
these-
the question. It's not whether or not they're gonna forget
Oh,
about.
I
Tiger
thought you
Woods.
meant okay. So I misunderstood you. That was
No,
my bad.
they're never gonna forget
Yeah,
about Tiger Woods.
That's what I
Tiger-
was saying.
No, Tiger Woods is one of the best golfers to ever.
Well, no, like,
ever
okay,
play.
if they are moving on, obviously yes, because there's obviously better players like Jordan Spieth. He's one of the youngest players. Dude, kid's a
Hey, you got
beast,
Smith,
know?
you got
Yeah,
Dustin Johnson,
John-
you've got
yeah,
Jason Day.
Yeah, Rory McIlroy. You got a whole bunch of people. You know. There's so many people that you just focus on just to
I mean, you could
put Tiger in the shadows now.
I mean, you could make a good argument right now. I think that golf is more competitive, and in a sense more exciting
to be
than
honest,
when it was
yeah,
when
to be honest,
Tiger Woods was.
I think golf now is more exciting than it's ever been. To be honest,
Golf is more boring.
no,
you
you can.
think golf is more boring?
Yeah.
Why?
But
golf
you
is
like
a-
golfing, don't you?
I like golfing.
He
I
likes
hate-
playing golf.
I hate
Yeah.
like playing golf. I can't stand watching it.
Oh,
on
I could
TV.
watch it every
It's a
single day.
great
I'm
sport
so
to-
excited for this
It
weekend.
is the world's best sport to take a nap to.
I'm so excited for this
You're
weekend.
just not a fan of watching golf.
Yeah. See, you're you're a fan of watching golf is kind of like me with hockey, basically. Like I can't watch hockey on TV all day long. I could watch
I
golf all
really
day
can't
long.
either.
But I don't know. You just seem like you're more into it than I am. Like I am with golf. That's how I feel about hockey. Anyways, go on. Your turn.
Like I said, I think golf right now is in a spot where they've got the guys in place where it's more competitive and it's more exciting
I feel like
than when it was when Tiger was at the top of his game.
I feel like right now it's these younger players are actually kind of bringing the game back.
Well, yeah, I do too, and I'm not saying that any one of these players are better than what Tiger Woods was when he was at the top of his game. I'm just saying that you're seeing a lot more. It's a lot deeper. The sport is a lot deeper than what I thought it was when Tiger was at the top of his game. And that's no fault of Tiger. I just
No,
it's just I think golf is in a better position right now.
and it's nice to see that.
And it's something that they had to do because Tiger's probably not coming back.
More than likely
Not to the you know
If he
what
does, he's going to be like John Daly level of important.
and you know what he doesn't. Well, I don't know about that. Tiger
Yeah.
when Tiger plays, if he
everybody's like,
everybody's going to be focused on
Mhm.
Tiger. It's just when Tiger is gone, that was the thing that golf,
Was worried about. Yeah.
was hurting for.
Mhm.
Is they were hurting for these guys like a Jason Day, Dustin Johnson, Jordan Spieth, and Rory. I mean, and they've got those guys now.
Mhm.
They've got those guys to sustain themselves for when Tiger's not there. Golf is still something worth tuning into. If you're a golf fan, not Dorf.
nope.
All right, moving on to the
It's a
news.
great sport to take a nap to.
Moving on to the news. I mentioned about Bartolo Colon earlier, and he returned to Citi Field today and got a roaring ovation from the Citi Field crowd. Here we go. Let's see here.
Number 40, welcome back to New York, and thank you for 3 wonderfully enjoyable seasons. Pitcher Bartolo Colon.
There's nobody at Citi Field, man.
There's like nobody there. Look how empty a lot of this. Ooh,
Yeah, seriously, where's everybody at?
yeah.
Well, those pregame introductions are usually 20 minutes before first pitch. If you get a late arriving crowd day game, I mean, you do have to go all the way to that's really inconvenient for if you work downtown to get to the stadium there. New Shea or whatever you want to call it.
Citi Field.
City Field, whatever.
Or when the Mets suck at Shitty Field.
Yeah.
Shitty field.
Sheffield.
Come
to Shitty Walk.
It's kind of hard to get to, so it's probably a later arriving crowd. I bet you they had a lot more people there when it actually started.
Okay. Could be.
A shitty field.
You guys want to hear Dan Le Batard maybe getting censored by ESPN for making a Gronk 69 joke?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't. Yeah.
Dorf hates fun, so.
Dorf thinks Dan.
What
Le
would
Batard's
be
a
the
buffoon.
most perfect end to Rob Gronkowski's career?
That's pretty close right there.
Time for Dan to reluctantly take part in something his two guys couldn't be happier doing.
Dan Le Batard's like, what the hell? What'd they do?
Did I do something wrong there?
They dumped you in Bristol.
Really? Wait a minute, Gronk's making those kind of jokes all the time.
Yep.
I got dumped in Bristol for that? Wait a minute. Does Gronk have more journalistic freedom than I do?
Clearly.
Is that really something that's a thing? It's okay for Gronk to reference the number between 68 and 70, but not me? What the hell is this? Disney?
Yeah, it is.
It's the Mighty Mouse gotcha.
Because that's the way he's going to die.
What's this? I hear you don't want to wear your beauty rings, huh? Oh, that was good. See? Nothing wrong with that, Dorf, right?
I just don't like Dan Lebatard.
I'm gonna start calling you Ian Kinsler.
The only good thing.
What's up, Ian?
The only good thing Dan Lebatard has done is auction his Hall of Fame vote.
Yeah, that was good.
Other than that, I can't stand him.
Somebody needs to give Jordan Bell a hug after that stinging loss to North Carolina the other night. Excuse me. Here we go.
He's crying.
We had a good year, but I mean, we didn't reach our goal.
You were one of the last people out, looking up at the scoreboard. Any thoughts running through your head, or what's going through your mind?
If I would have just boxed out, I had 2 opportunities to do it. I missed both of them.
You're a
We
dick,
lost the game
Shawn.
because of it.
What was Dana's message to you guys after the game?
Learn how to box out.
Probably one of the funnest years he's ever had coaching. We accomplished a lot. We made it to the Final Four. That's something they can never take away from us. Just proud of us.
Shawn.
You're an asshole.
Well, after watching that game, he deserves to be laughed
I'm
at.
an asshole too because I made it my pitch of the week.
Suck, man.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Going to hell.
Yeah, I already know that.
Anyways, going back to Gronk though, he needs to be in the WWE. I'm sorry. Here we go.
What's the biggest event? Little tail. What is Gronk going to do? It's the biggest event Gronk's ever been involved in. It's WrestleMania. Gronkowski's in the ring. He's setting up. Oh, goodness. Just one is clocked clean by Gronk. Oh, my God. And now Mojo back inside of
I'm sure Patriots management's like, Jesus fuck, man. You can do that, but you can't stay healthy on for what we're paying you for.
Can you imagine just Bill Belichick be like,
Yeah, Bill, when he's probably got the ring, he's like,
doubt
oh
it
my
was-
God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
I doubt it was a big gasp. It was more like, oh, God damn it.
I would have laughed.
Wait.
No, would have been hilarious is he's down in that crouch position. He's getting ready to go like sprint him. As soon as he pulls up, boom, there goes his hamstring. Oh my God.
It's his shoulders that are the shoulder is what hurt him last year.
I know, he just tears his hamstring
God
as he
damn
pushes
it.
off.
Can you imagine that phone call? Bill Belichick sitting sitting in his den on his lazy boy. The phone rings.
Coach,
Hello.
I know.
Gronk did what? Where? Oh shit.
Oh man.
You know what though? Come on. I mean,
No, that was great. That was great.
You know what? I know that there's a huge amount invested into these guys, but sports it's supposed to be fun.
Yes.
I don't think there's a guy in professional sports right now
That is that exciting and
that has more fun than Rob Gronkowski.
I can't think of anybody else like that.
I mean, the guys.
Bryce Harper should appoint him vice president of making sports fun again.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, this whatever this guy does off the field,
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
It's
as
very
hell.
entertaining. It's great.
Jesus Christ! I mean, that was fun.
That was.
They have Dorf saying, "I don't think that's something he should be doing."
I just don't think it's smart.
Well, guess what? Nobody's
It's
smart on this
fun.
planet.
And I'm not going to deny that he's having fun. I just don't think it's the smartest thing of him to do.
All right, Ian.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a right way to do it. We weren't raised that way.
Anyways, that's going to do it this week. Fun's over.
Boo, Ian.
The major studios is a no fun zone.
But we'll be back again next week, same time, same place, right here on TMSNX Radio. So for Dorf, Shawn, I'm Adam. Go Tar Heels tonight.
Tar Heels, okay.
Yeah, I want them to be Gonzaga.
Okay.